challenge death to a pillow fight unless you're prepared for repercussions. That's fucked up. Good, stupid one, but.
Man, I know I'm gonna be having to clean this bitch out a lot. This PC, just because of how much I smoke.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Can of compressed air, homeboy. Be best friend.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Damn, you don't need a sky. You don't need a parachute to go skydiving. You need a parachute to go skydiving twice.
Yeah. Who the fuck wants to go skydiving twice?
I don't know.
Fuck the parachute.
My girlfriend, who's into astronomy, asked me how many stars died. Usually an overdose. I told her, what? Oh my god. My girlfriend, who's into astronomy, asked me how stars died. Usually an overdose.
Nope, those are legends.
Damn, that's fucked up.
I don't know about legends.
All right, give me enough time. Give me enough time to. No, they're modern day legends. It's just more exposure. You gotta understand, like people consider like obviously the Tupac of it, Biggie and stuff, but they didn't have the exposure. There would have been more people with talent out there being exposed with media, the social media that we have nowadays, if that existed. Instead of standing out on the corner, putting out your CDs or, putting them in some record store, the exposure you would have gotten.
I mean, you could, but there's an argument to that one.
Nowadays, the internet makes everybody famous.
Wu-Tang Clan. No, look, it's simple. Wu-Tang Clan. What was so different in New York at that time that was different in Cali? Not a damn thing. They was hitting 8 tracks. They was doing their thing. But Wu-Tang was getting listened to off the East, in the West Coast. A lot of people in the East Coast weren't listening to them. See, so what's the difference? Wu-Tang Clan literally did it. They went worldwide, my boy.
Yeah, but that's one in a few.
But that's a
group.
But what they came from was less than what they came from over there in Cali. Because over there in Cali, so they had a little more of everything. These motherfuckers was in the basement. Over there in Cali, they had actual studios.
Yeah,
they actually had
they had more exposure though. Like it's always been a battle with like New York and California as far as like the industry. Like they say, stars are born out of New York and stuff because of like of shows and that they do like the shows that they do, theater shows or operas or musicals or whatever they work on. They're very they're publicized throughout the city about what people do.
And they had to grind about it, and that's how they did
those
it.
Two states are really like the music industry, and I think honestly, I think Houston did it too. Honestly, I think Houston put it.
Hold on.
You also got to think.
I want to say in the later years though, they weren't like New York and Cali were. They came later on. I think. We came with a different style.
The only thing that came from Houston is Chopped and Screwed. That's the only thing.
Hey, that shit hit though.
but that's the only thing that has came out of Houston though. You got
that was big
even
though.
in Cali though, they had drill rap, you got chill rap, you got smoke rap. You know what I'm saying? And you got that actual hip hop shit. And it's the same way over there. Houston just came out with
drills.
But I know, but did I not just say that?
Hey, he just got in here. Hold up. He's a little late on the conversation.
He was in here when I said that.
Travis, how do I get rid of this username thing or I don't know. Like
in the bar?
Yeah, I don't want the username showing no more.
Okay, that's actually
I just click it and then delete it.
Well, I forgot about it. That's how you're actually supposed to put your username right there.
Okay, then how do I do that? Go to the settings or?
When you go to it and it's going to show your little bar thing, how it's got the pull down tab like everything else. Click the pull down tab. You're going to see where it says username. You're going to double click it.
Or no.
Wait,
okay, font and all that stuff.
Yeah, and then you're just going to delete the username part and then type in your username. But no, as far as what y'all was saying about the whole exposure thing, you also got to look at it like this. New York has their different styles of and different ways to be exposed, as well as California and stuff like that. Like Beaker said, with the musicals and stuff like that, and operas, Broadways, shit like that in New York. That's more predominantly in that area compared to like California, is where you'll get more of the exposure people to people.
Not now. Not now. You're not.
Well, no, not now. Now everything's streaming
There's so
platforms and
many.
online and stuff like that.
Well, not even that. There's so many operas. There's so many musicals. There's so many festivals. Everything that's now going on in Cali that would have been going on in New York back in the day, but now it's in Cali. Like,
well, yeah, because now Cali's the place
Grand
where
Chinese Theater. Like, that's huge, my boy. People who from New York want to play there.
Madison Square
well, yeah,
Garden
well,
type
that's
shit.
what I'm saying though.
Yeah,
That is all.
It's honestly bigger for opera.
But that's what I'm saying. That is all transferred over to California now, because that's where everybody wants to be. Now, if you want your dreams to come true, California is where you go and shit like that. I mean, now if you're wanting to go more along the opera styles and shit like that, that's where you would go to New York and stuff like that. You would go to like what Juilliard's in New York,
People used
stuff
to
like
go
that,
to
things
New
like
York
that.
to get heard.
Yeah, so now it's just kind of transferred over. But what he was saying was, it's like back in the day before all of this shit has moved over to from one state to the other, or before you had the exposure of online streaming platforms and stuff like that. That's how it would have been. California would have been like a word to mouth type of thing, compared to New York being you go out, you audition for something, and then there you go. So the exposure style is different.
But see, we're not just talking about operas and all that. We're talking about like rap. Okay,
well, no,
so
that's
like
what I'm saying though.
Yeah,
But you
that's what
still
I'm
get
saying.
in through that same
it's
doorway.
but it's different. But they don't, because those don't correlate in any way in the rap style that New York had at the time. Operas and shit don't correlate. That's where people do like
When it
No,
came to
we're
that stuff,
just
California had more exposure than New York. In New York, they was record stores. They were on the corners passing out their CDs. They was trying to get it any way they could. Yeah,
they was hustling and bustling over there in New York.
That's
In
what I'm
Cali,
saying.
they could literally take the mixtape to the damn record store or to a radio station right down the street.
And they would get played.
Give them $100, and boom, that somebody's gonna be played all day long.
And that's the only reason.
reason
that goes back to like you were saying why like the Wu-Tang Clan wasn't as the West Coast, like the West Coast had that exposure, so they would hype it up more. It wasn't like it downplayed what New York had going on, because New York still was doing its thing.
But see, like, so I don't really care for Biggie, bro, right?
Of course.
He's from out there. It's not my preference. Yeah, I like Wu-Tang because Wu-Tang is a whole group of everybody's got different rappers and everybody's like this, and it's just like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you got fucking the old dirty bastard. You got RZA.
You got different styles of bro.
Yeah,
like you got different styles that play together, but they can also be their own.
Yeah,
their own flow, their own style.
Boy.
Yeah, Method Man, Redman.
Like,
you got all those, bro.
Like, but you see what I'm saying? Like, to me, I feel like they had to grind harder than motherfuckers in the West Coast, and I just think that I don't know, I think it puts more, like, makes your music better, because it's more, like, soul-filled, more hard-driven, more you actually had to get out there and
well, yeah, I mean, that correlates to everything, though.
Not hundreds, not 20, not no 10, not no 1. You had this thousands and thousands of mixtapes you was slapping out to people. I'm talking about half the time you wasn't even finna get no money off of it. You was just giving it somebody.
You was just
so
getting publicity. You was just getting publicity.
But yeah, but that's just it though. Like you said, that it sounds like there's more soul in their music and stuff like that. But I mean, not even just music. That translates to everything. Anything that you put more work, more time, more effort into, it's always going to turn out like that. And that's why a lot of these singers and rappers and shit like that, you can always tell the ones that their music are predominantly better than most is the people that has struggled, come up, put everything they had into it. And I mean, that's why they're as good as what they are.
Now, like, see, here's my thing. So, like, okay, Literally, bro. It's
Literally.
like, well, because I'm trying to figure out how like to explain it in like the easiest way right now, you know,
Yeah,
and
no.
not sound like a fucking madman because I got ADHD issues.
You start one part of your story and then gotta explain
It's
the other part,
yeah, I could keep
and then
going,
gotta
but like
explain that part with other many parts.
yeah, I just gotta let you know the whole rundown. You know what I'm saying? You can have the whole
You trying
Christmas
to
list,
figure
my
out how
boy.
to say it without breaking all that down into one big story and just getting it across.
I'm trying to get in like 4 or 5 words and not like
Yeah, he's trying to get
80
his message
million.
across without having to do a whole fucking dialect about it.
I'm trying to be the preacher that everybody loves when they pray to eat, not the preacher that everybody stares at when he's preaching. Like, yo, can you shut the fuck up so I can eat, my boy? It's been an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure everybody around here know a preacher like that, because I know a whole bunch of them like that. But over there in New York, it's different, bro. Like their their focuses and their things at the time weren't just like gang driven. It wasn't gangster rap. It wasn't
No,
this.
no,
It
no,
wasn't
no.
that. They had the Black Knights of America. Okay, and you know the Black Panthers, but the Black Knights of America are all selfish, like righteously. Yeah, I don't know,
Self-righteous?
fucking yes, that one, fucking that one too. God damn it. But so they're all
You hit
kings.
it
They all
eventually.
they all derive themselves like that. You know what I'm saying? So like they try to. That's how the rap came up. That's how Wu Tang really came up, was because they realized that they're much bigger than what the law precedes them to be, or what a human, whether they're black, white, Mexican, Asian, whatever the fuck the case is. That I think them being the Black Knights and talking to the Black Knights and them talking about how they're kings and how God and the Muslim faith, but how they do their faith is just, it made it different. I guess the way they rapped and the things they rapped about wasn't just,
Oh.
oh, I got money, bitches, and gangs, da 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 da, I'm shooting such fucking dumbass. They're over here talking about the things that they're doing with life, like how they struggle, how their moms struggled, and how they got to struggle to help their moms not struggle. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
if you
Like
ain't
it's just,
never noticed that most of the more well-known, more listened to, more popular, artists don't have to rap about drugs, guns, and women in order to be popular.
I ain't
What it
gonna lie,
is
J.
is
Cole's to this day #1 rapper in my book. I don't give a fuck. No one's got to say. J. Cole spits the most facts,
what it
and it's
is. I mean, yeah, you got all of that, but that's what I consider to be a cookie cutter generic, you know, thing with most artists nowadays. That's what it is they want to rap about. They want to talk about how much money they got. They want to talk about how much they do drugs or how many women they sleep with and all this, that, and everything else. And me personally, when you got the same dude down the road saying the exact same thing, just maybe using a different terminology or a different sequence of
because they got
words,
the
a different beat, but it's all the same
same
shit.
ghostwriter.
Yeah, but it's all the same shit. There's no real genuine connection with that kind of music, or at
But
least
that's why I
that's
like
how
J.
I
Cole.
feel.
J. Cole is his own self.
Now, I
You
mean,
know what I'm
y'all
saying?
know,
Like J. Cole. And see, we know a lot more probably about the rap community versus you.
yeah. That's what I was fixing to say. Y'all know more about artists of that caliber and stuff like that than I do because I don't listen to rap.
Somebody dying in my music.
I'm not dead. I'm still here. Don't worry.
No, I'm
Some
saying like when my music, when I'm listening to music, it's either
If I listen to
somebody die.
certain music, yeah, you're kind of fucked. I'm gonna beat your
Yeah,
ass, or you just kill me.
yeah, I'm on some shit.
Well, no, but I mean,
Y'all
but
know
that's what
I'm
I'm
on some
saying
shit.
though. Like
Yeah,
y'all listen to that kind of stuff way more than I do. I mean, every once in a blue
Yeah.
moon, I might listen to something like that. But I mean, y'all know for the most part, I listen to country music and rock music. I mean,
I
that's
mean,
what
I
I
listen
like.
to it
That's the
too.
genre of music that I revolve around. That's the kind of music that I make. That's the kind of music that I listen to. That's
It's not.
just what it is.
It's the people also. So the thing is, like, you're bringing up the people you were surrounded by. So your moms, your pops, all them. they wasn't banging and listening to rock. I mean, to rap music and gangster shit, and they wasn't doing all of that. It was a different like era, different time,
Yeah.
different place. Not like Baker. Baker down there where it's predominant. It's heavy down there. I'm from Dallas. It's heavy rap up here in Dallas, and and it's wicked.
But no,
And it's
but the
wicked
point
down there.
that I was getting at
I
is
grew up around it.
what I was getting at is with the within the music industry, whether it be rap, whether it be country, whether it be rock, whatever the case may be, it all pretty much circulates around and revolves around the same ideology.
Yeah.
But that goes to what I was speaking on a second ago about the fact that, you know, if you got all these cookie cutter people doing the exact same thing, just in maybe a different tone of voice, I mean, you're not going to relate to that because you've done heard this.
Isn't that the same thing with just about any music, like country?
But that's what I'm saying.
Drinking beer.
That's what he just said, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
yeah.
when it relates to that, you got all these people like, you got all these country artists, you got all these rappers, you got all these rock bands. If they're all doing the exact same thing, just under a different moniker, there's no actual connection to it. Because I mean, you've heard it a million times before, just by somebody else. So
I think honestly, for me, it goes beyond just like saying the same thing. If you're gonna say the same thing, I want you to be clever with how you say the same thing. You know, you're playing on words is what I want to hear.
But that's just it. Nobody has that no more. No, like nobody has that.
There's some. That's
There's
why,
a lot of
honestly,
people that actually do still have it like that. And
but they're not people that are as known.
It's not. But and you know why? Because they're not radio artists.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying though. They're not as known. They're not
target the same demographic. That's why I like J. Cole, because you don't hear J. Cole, but like what, one or two songs on the radio, Baker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Listen to the radio that much, but yeah.
Every once in a while. See, but that's like me. Like, okay, so like, J. Cole is by far my favorite rapper and will always be, because of the simple fact that he speaks about how his mom raised him up being a single child. He talks about how he told his homeboy in this song that, damn, I wish I could be you, because his homeboy was selling drugs and making money at the time, right? But then his homeboy told him, nah, bro, I wish I could be you. You got the good grades, you're an athlete, you got people who look out for you. And then there's a saying in that song that you're not going to hear it nowhere else. He says, I got one mother, I got 4 brothers, one mother that don't love us. I wonder why the fuck she never wore rubbers. My boy, you're not going to hear that from no one else. He's speaking from the heart. He's talking about his homeboy from high school, elementary school, that kind of shit, you know?
Yeah, and so that's what I was saying. Like, stuff like that is what separates him from all these, like I said, cookie cutter artists that are all saying the same shit.
Yeah, see, that's what, like, it's different. I don't listen, and I know Baker don't, because he listens to Tuesday. You damn sure ain't finna hear no Tuesday on no damn fucking radio. I'm gonna tell you that now. You won't ever hear Tuesday on the radio. That's because
he's not no
Tuesday's
radio
music
artist.
is exactly. Tuesday's cutthroat.
Well, that's like
he's legit cutthroat motherfucker. Marquise is a motherfucker.
Yeah, he's straight to the throat about that shit. Like, he straight up will tell you how it is and not cut around it, and he says it in his music all the time. But I listen to him because his play on words is insane to me.
Yeah.
Like, every time he puts out something new, and it sounds like it'd be the same shit. I know it's the same shit.
And said her name's Harley. I ride her like a motorcycle.
Like,
well, what I want to touch on a little bit about that is how you saying to play on words. Okay, so the best example I could think of is if you look back, who, me? Better?
I wasn't even cutting for me. He was not cutting in and out for me.
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay, so like, you could touch, and like one of the biggest examples I can think of is if you look back and you think of like the NWO or something like that, and the music that they used to make and the stuff that they put in their music is a lot of the things that a lot of people are putting in there now. See, but now that's something I'll listen to. I'll listen to like old school rap, old school R&B. I'll listen to stuff like that, but like everything like nowadays, newer stuff I won't, because to me I find it's really just a play off of what everybody else has done but prior and before them.
Well, what do you want them to do?
Well, no, no,
Well,
no.
I
If it's
mean,
But
I
to
get
me it just
creative, but
feels generic. Like it
like as
literally just
much as
feels
I
generic to
hate,
me.
as much as I hate the Suicide Boys with the passion, okay.
bro, no, no,
All
no,
I
no,
gotta
no.
say is listen to how they persuaded people, and that's a different kind of rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's not
I
the rap
mean,
that me and Baker listen to. I'm not gonna bullshit you. That's a rap that Furno listens to, and I know it's something Furno would listen to
yeah.
because of the
But here's the thing:
demographic of their time. Our emo
for
shit was
me,
different, my boy.
it was hot for us. It was like for me, I had Hollywood Undead. I had
Mhm.
yeah, I had
Mhm.
Hollywood Undead, and
Papa
Eminem,
Roach,
So
Papa
that,
like
but
Roach with
that's what I'm
the
saying.
like.
That's all
That was
shit
my
that
mix of yeah.
to
there's an
No,
to
era.
me they were kind of like the pioneers of what people are trying to do now.
that's what now. Yeah.
I
So it's
mean,
like
I
like
mean,
even them not being as old as like some of these other people, some of these other artists, and the way I look at it is like the genre of the music that they're making, the way that they're making it, the way that they're putting their music out there, the stuff that they're saying in their music, the way that their flow is, their beat, everything to me is like a, like I said, a pioneer to what everybody else is wanting to do. Everybody's basing themselves off of that, but then they're turning around and making themselves generic by doing the same thing everybody else is doing.
so for me, like if I want to talk about somebody that gets real with shit and like tells it how it is for like that's not rap, well, but is rap, is somebody like NF.
a spoken
NF,
word, Nas,
eh,
like spoken
NF
word kind of
gets
rap.
yeah, yeah. NF he spits it how it is, like with not a single curse word in his music is coming out of not a single curse word. He doesn't
And
have
but see,
to he doesn't have to
that,
do all that, and he doesn't
yeah,
disrespect like that. He gets deep with his music while rapping, and he did that
it's not,
differently. Like,
and it's not like, and that's like so, like okay, J Cole, okay, J Cole will tell you he loves NF, he loves Nas, he loves the way that how they speak the truth, and it's about things that go on with their family and the and his upbringings and the things that he really went through. Not what half these motherfucking bitch ass dudes are talking about now. Talking about, oh, I'm robbing the crib, I'm a crip, I'm a blood. Boo, boo, boo,
yeah.
boo, boo,
It's
boo.
not even
Man, you.
Crips and Blood no more. It's like it's
I
BDs and
know.
GDs and
And,
GDK, and it's like, bro, where was y'all
like,
when it was West Coast, East Coast, Bloods, Crips type shit? Like, where was
this
y'all
is how I
when it
know
was?
that they don't know the derivative of a gang. They didn't
So it's
know the
like,
derivative of a blood or a crip. Do you know what they for?
yeah, they were
Neighborhood protection.
protection.
It was
Yeah, they were
them
united.
against the
Yeah,
cops.
yeah. And it's
And
like
it was
people don't understand that now. It's just them killing each other off, bro. It's like, bro, I don't even
so
understand
society
y'all.
confirmed.
Yeah,
Society conformed it to that.
yeah,
Society
and
is
that's just it.
it ruins
But I think
everything as a
it's gotten.
whole.
I think society has gotten to the point where I mean, I walk into Walmart and I don't trust a single person in that bitch. Not a
But you
single
can't.
one. That's what
But
I'm
you
saying.
can't.
That's what I'm saying.
And I
Society's gotten
don't
to that
think that's
point where
society. I don't think that's
nah,
society.
that's the
That's
way
free
this world's
will.
gotten, bro.
That's free
No,
will. That's not society.
It's
I don't
not
think that's
it's
free will,
not
in my
just
opinion.
it's not just society in itself, because yes, society does portray things a little bit out of the spectrum of what they are, but also at the same time, the people that are doing these things and the people that are, you know, um, starting these gangs, doing all this shit, it's not, you can't fault that all on society. Because, I mean, these
No,
people
but
are
see,
out there doing it themselves. Society just overplays it, is the kind of the way that I see it.
my thing is, so look, what I mean by society is, okay, so a society is normality is what they want in society. Is for you to be normal. You go to work, you pay your bills, you get a house, you get a car, you have a family, white picket fence. That's normality. That's what society is pictured as a whole, and that's what people want to keep it as.
what it
And I mean,
was.
that's what it still is to this day. My thing is the way that we don't fit into society is. We're from the hood. We're from the lower projects. We're from the lower class neighborhoods. We don't have the things that other people have. We aren't appeared to others as normal. We have things wrong with us. We're this. We're incapable. We're incompetent. We're this. We're that. And that's just how I feel. That's what I meant by society. Is like, is it kind of pushes gangs and races into different places. And to me, that's a little fucked
Live
up.
in a place where they don't. When people go to prison for, things, they don't
There's
reform them
you
to
don't
bring them back out here to society. They keep them in a cage and treat them like they're animals and expect them to
don't
come
yeah
back into
don't
society.
don't get me talking about on the justice system because
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
reformity is fucking bullshit.
not 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 touching on the justice system or nothing like that because I mean I can't speak on that, but I can speak on what Sherm was just saying about how there's the normality of society is living in a gray area, or at least
Yeah,
that's how I look at it. You live in this gray area. You're not,
society is supposed to be a utopia,
yeah, you're not
but
on
it's
one
not.
side of the fence. You're not on the other side of the fence. Now, I mean, I didn't grow up in the hood or nothing like that. I mean, I grew up in a damn cow pasture. I mean, fuck, I'd be the first one to say it. And how y'all may be perceived on one side of the fence, I am actually perceived on the other side of the fence. I don't conform to the normalities of society in the middle as well as y'all don't. So y'all are on one side and I'm on the other side. So where people look at me, okay, I had Southern Pride on the back of my truck. I have redneck tattooed on my forearm. People look at me and they think, oh, well, this dude's racist. He's a bigot and stuff like that. And then they look at y'all and coming from
The
where y'all
stereotype.
come from, it's the opposite.
People
So
think
But that's
that
just
when
it.
we fly a rebel flag or we fly stickers or whatever the case is, a Southern pride, they think we still wanted slavery. We
But
not to
here's the
think
thing:
that,
is living
and a
in
lot of people
Texas.
in the South back in the days wanted slavery abolished. A lot of people did,
But
whether
the
you
thing
want to
is,
believe it
living
or
in
not.
Texas, you get both. You get judged on both sides. Like you're like, oh, you're like in Texas. It's like, oh, you're part of the South. You must be racist. They have nothing
You're a
but
diehard
redneck
Republican.
and country boys. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You got nothing but rednecks and cowboys that just think Trump was 100% right and that we would raid the fucking White House with all those people. Like they think that's how. Or you're straight up in a gang, and it doesn't matter. You're a 7-year-old with a Glock in your fucking, diaper. I don't know, in your underwear. It just
and yep.
it doesn't. There's no in between for us. It's like you might have a fucking Crip cowboy. I don't fucking know. All right, but well,
But
you do.
that's a real
You do.
thing,
That's the Mexican OT. Yeah, I was gonna
That
say.
that's a real thing.
but
Like
but that's what I'm
legit.
saying though. There's no for people like us, there's no in between. There's no middle. It's like I said, you're
Yeah.
either on one side of the fence or you're on the other side of the fence. So in no way do we form to the normalities in that gray area, like what I was saying, because people that are in that gray area, in that the center of society and normality, look at us on the outside as we're wrong. I mean,
Yeah, but
that's the
I
best way I
mean
could put it.
but
All right, hold on. Where's Ferno's take?
I don't think he gives
What?
a fuck.
Ferno's been sitting here. He hasn't paid attention to a single thing
Yeah,
we've said.
he hasn't said. Yeah, he hasn't said. He didn't
We
even
got
say
a guest
anything.
on the podcast and homeboy don't even want to be here.
Mofo,
Yo.
I'm trying to put everything on live on OBS onto Streamlabs.
Why do you have
Yeah.
everything on
And
OBS?
Because he started out on OBS and I switched him over to Streamlabs.
Yeah.
Same thing with you.
Wow. Well,
But Streamlabs I think is easier than OBS.
It is. Ask
yeah,
me.
that's
I
why
mean,
he's
you ask
considered.
both of them.
It's so much
Yeah,
simpler.
Mhm.
So much simpler.
yeah.
But
That's
But
why I was like, no, fuck that.
OBS is what I started on back in the day with like League of Legends.
That's what I opened up originally because that's what
well,
I was like,
a
I want
lot
to
of
see
people
it,
actually still
bro.
use OBS, and to
Yeah,
me, I just find
Streamlabs,
I know
Streamlabs
mine.
is
yeah,
better.
yeah, it is easier. I mean, it really is. But
It's easier. It's more user friendly. To me personally, you get better quality out of it, and I mean, that's just my opinion, and then I turned y'all on to it because, and I mean, y'all was able to form y'all own opinion based off of that.
Yeah. I mean, but so what I was about to say about society is it's kind of, I know I get where you're coming from. You're judged on both sides or whatever the case is, because one may not be up to someone's standards or whatever the case is, but like taking society into what Baker was saying is like prison, jail, being locked up in general. Like society doesn't necessarily matter anymore. It's more so of a racial war. Like when you go into things like that, in perspective.
You really got to pick.
And that's bad because like
But in a way,
their games don't matter. So if let's say this, say you on the outside, Travis, are blood. Baker on the outside is a Crip. Y'all get locked up. You are no longer a fucking blood, and he is no longer a fucking Crip. You know what you are? You are Woods. You are Peckerwood.
Yeah. Well,
you're Aryan. You're something of a white nature. Any kind of gang that has to deal with solid white people against any other kind of race, that's what you're gonna be. But see, the Woods is different. The Woods, they respect.
Being mixed is a problem now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, being mixed is a problem.
See,
Hello.
I know.
And in a way,
I know.
and that because I mean, you said you wanted to take society out of it, but in a way, society still does have a hold on that as well. Maybe not as predominant or as strong as of a hold.
But there's no margin or median for anything of society in there.
No,
there is no
but
white picket fence dream. There is no this or that. When you go in there, it's like if I put you in a cage full of gorillas.
Mr. Bizzle.
You're gonna sit there in that cage full of gorillas, right? And you're gonna fight for your life because they're gorillas and you're a human, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, it's the same thing there. I'm gonna put you in this place, right? You don't know Dick from Adam, Adam from Dick. You don't know shit.
And you don't want to meet Dick or Adam.
Before you already get in there, Dick and Adam both already know who the fuck you are, know where you came from, know your life, know everything in your rundown. There is no society.
Well, no.
Crumbling when you go to a place like that.
What it is? Okay, so it's not. There's no outside society. That's what I'm saying. There's no outside society, so there is no middle ground. But what I'm saying is society does still kind of have a hold on that, based on, what we perceive it to be as on the outside. You know what I'm saying?
Let's put it like,
But they know what it is on the outside.
Yeah.
Let me put you a little perspective in your life. Let's take the Iron Curtain, okay? Let's have the Iron Curtain, and let's take all these dictators and throw them into one building. And they all have the same mindset as this building is mine and not anybody else's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when dictatorships come into play, there is no society whatsoever. Because a dictatorship, a society is for democracy. It's for everybody to be able to do what they want. And
it's what we have here, not what we would. Not like over in
Cuba,
having kings and queens and shit.
Let's go to like Nicaragua. Let's go to like Nicaragua right now, okay? Because they're in some big shit right now. They're fighting. The citizens are trying to rebel in Nicaragua against the dictator over there. I forgot his name because I can't pronounce it and I don't want to butcher it. So, but think about it like this: it does not matter what society is.
Society they don't care.
Or what it wants or what it was, because this is what it is. This is what it is. A dictatorship is what it is. And so when you get locked up
one person says what goes.
It's hard. And it's hard. It's so hard to fight your morals. To like, okay, I get locked up. Let's just go ahead and I'll out myself. I don't care. Well, just story time. So I get locked up. I go in there, right? I go into what they call a transfer unit. So it's normally where you go until they have an open assignment for you, or they have a set in an actual like prison system for you to sit in, right? In the actual max vicinity or whatever the case is.
Yeah, wherever it is they're going to
I
put you.
did on my whole time. I ended up staying in a transfer unit and never left that transfer unit. Well, that transfer unit here in Texas is called Bradshaw in Henderson, Texas, and it is one of the worst prisons that anybody will tell you about because it's a gladiator camp. And what that means is everybody's fighting, everybody's busting knuckles, busting heads, everybody's getting fucked up, and I mean everybody. They have this thing called a God Pod where they put elderly people and people who do nothing but straight Bible, and then they put like chomos and stuff in there because they want to keep them from Gen Pop intermingling with people who will kill them for the things that they have done. Even in there, at Bradshaw, even in the God Pod, people were getting killed left and right. Old men were killing each other. Preachers and priests were killing each other. They didn't care. It was bad in there. But you know why? It's because whites were killing blacks, Mexicans were killing whites, whites were killing Mexicans, blacks and Mexicans were killing each other. And it all came down because there's one person in that prison that runs that whole race. Dictatorship. Simple. Easy. There's
Yeah,
nothing you can do
it's all
about it.
about control.
That's all it is. And then what people don't realize is sometimes a gang on the street, you may think the leader's already out in this world doing this thing, doing this, but the leader probably created that gang while he was locked up.
Yep.
And then controlled that gang for, let's say he got a 30-year bid. He did all 30 years of controlling a gang and telling them what to do by sitting inside of a cell. May it be he in a max tank, because it probably would be.
Bro, they
He's
send
sitting
hits
in
from
the cell.
jail, so I mean, you can only imagine, like, that
They
shit.
send more than hits. They
know.
take families.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they literally will out your family. They know all that shit. Nobody's safe if you don't do what they say in there. Nobody's safe. And as you get closer to the border, they get worse. Like there's this shit.
But so
Like
for me, it's
Mexican
hard.
cartels, like my brother was locked up in Beeville.
Yeah. You see, for
And
me, it's hard though. So like, that shit was difficult because I'm white and I'm Mexican.
yep.
So you go in there, you're gonna get Travis. You're white. You're gonna go in there. You're gonna get what they call a wood check. Okay.
Yep.
And you
Heck of
gonna get
woods.
your ass. And you gonna get your ass pummeled, my boy. Them white boys are gonna beat the fuck out. I don't care who you are. I don't care how big. I don't give a fuck if you were the Hulk.
Wow,
Because it's gonna be you.
But they's
Oh
gonna beat you.
nah.
I
It's gonna
know.
be
They's gonna
you.
beat you.
It's gonna be you versus 10 white boys. And if you knock
I was gonna
one
say
white boy
15,
down,
but yeah.
it's gonna come 10 more. And that's because they love it. That's what you gotta do. And whether you want to or not, you're gonna fight them, or you're gonna die. So that comes into a fight or flight life. And for me,
See, motherfucker just got booted, bro.
Oh man, his PlayStation finally said nope.
Oh, that already got kicked. I'll send him an invite.
Yeah,
I
but it's
totally agree
different
with
for
what
us.
you're saying with.
It's different for us because being mixed, they make you pick.
I sent you
And
an invite, bud.
being white and looking white, but being Mexican, oh
that
man,
fucking sucked.
Well,
it sucks.
see, and I'll be the
That
first
means
person to
so.
admit it in prison. There ain't no way in hell I'd make it. Not because I ain't tough enough to make it or nothing like that, but because, okay, so y'all have known me for a while. I'm a very, very strong-willed person, and I'm the type of person that I could damn near make friends with anybody.
Yeah, but
And I am not the type of, but that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm saying that I
He's
wouldn't
gonna get
make it.
himself in trouble
I would
by
get
making
myself in
that
trouble. I would get
Mm-hmm.
myself in trouble because I am not going to conform to some shit like that because I am not that type of person. I've never have been. I never will be. I'm
But
very,
that's just what the system is in there.
and
Like
it
that's
is, and
just
it's
that's what you
fucked
gotta
up.
do.
It's fucked up, and I mean, if you
Being
want to
out
make it, that's
here
what you got
and
to
being
do.
in
But
there is two different people.
that's what I'm saying.
And that's why
That's how I
people
could
in
tell
there
you that
come
I
out
wouldn't
here
make it
being
like
like
that
out in there. Yeah.
because I'd be the type of person that I'd tell them to go fuck themselves. I mean, and that's just how I am, and that would get me in a lot of trouble in there, and I already know that. But also at the same time, that's why I keep my nose clean and I don't do anything like that to put me in that position or in that situation. I have to find out what would happen. And that's just me. But there's
Yeah,
no
well,
way I would be able to go in there and be like that. I just couldn't. I don't have I mean, I can't say that I don't have a mean bone in my body because I can be when I have to be. But if I don't have to be, I'm not going to be. And just me being the person that I am, I will not go in there and I will not do something like that. And I mean, if that gets me killed because of it, then it would get me killed because of it. I'm going to go out on my terms. That's the way I've always looked at it. All right, somebody else put something in here. Got too quiet.
I'm waiting for Ferno's part.
My part?
Yeah. Your take. You started talking
My
and
take
then
on
got
what?
quiet.
I did?
Yeah, you was talking about how you kind of agree.
I did?
Yeah, what? Ferno, come on.
I think he was saying something about Sherm getting kicked.
No, but he was like, I kind of agree that, I kind of agree with part of that or some shit along that line.
Oh,
He said,
I didn't hear what y'all was saying. I was just agreeing with you because I got back.
you're like, oh, I kind of agree with what they were saying, or
But no, with everything, especially with the way that the world is now, and everything's getting to the point to where it's divided. You pick one side or the other side, and to me, I've never been that kind of person. I can't be. You know what I'm saying?
I really don't follow the normality of society.
Yeah, me either. And
Like, I'm
that
not
that
gonna
goes
spend
back.
my entire life getting yelled at by some piece of shit boss just to, make ends meet, just to fucking retire by maybe 50 and maybe enjoy what's left. And what, I don't make it to 50, so I spend my entire life working from 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the afternoon, and then
Well,
what?
see, to
All
me,
the hard work that you do, and then you die, you can't take it with you. It doesn't go with you. So this is all kind of pointless. So to me, I just kind of enjoy my day by day kind of thing. Like, I never plan for tomorrow because I don't plan to wake up.
and that's
I
a
just
way
kind of,
it makes sense because I mean I get what you're saying as far as that goes because you don't know if you're gonna wake up and like you said you can't take nothing with you. Anything that you do here, the only thing that you can do is leave things behind, and by that I mean like you can leave. Like say if I wasn't to wake up tomorrow or something like that, what I would leave to each one of y'all is the memories that we have. You know what I'm saying? Or the love that
yeah,
I
of
have for y'all and
course.
stuff like that. That's really all you can do. And in life, and a lot of people look at it like that. That you
That's
can't
why I don't
take
care for the
anything with you.
materialistic things.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say.
I'm a
Materialistic
very
things,
little,
it's
yeah,
nice when you have it. Now,
yeah,
by no
but
means
I'm
have I
very
ever.
minimalistic. Like I could, like as long as I have a bed, I don't even have to bed. I'll sleep on the floor. Like
Sorry, I had a phone
as long
call.
as I have a roof.
Oh, you're good, bud. But
So it's like,
yo, what's up, Switch? How's it going, buddy? You want to come play? Got a spot for you if you want to.
play.
Well, you want to come sit in here and talk about,
I was like,
Join
Ferno
the
joined. He
podcast.
left. Ferno left, hoping that he's like, all right, we're gonna play some Call of Duty. I'm gonna leave 6 and not play a video game and just sit in a party.
But
yeah.
I mean,
No, I knew when I was getting on Call of Duty that I was just gonna sit here and
but
mess with you and
literally,
stuff.
like, here's the thing though. So like, you can't get mad at it though, Ferno, because like
I'm not
me,
getting mad
Travis,
at
and
it.
Baker are sitting here talking about starting a podcast, and literally this is all we do. And
Well, no, I mean Ferno
I
even
never
brought that up
disagreed with the
yesterday.
idea.
Yeah, Ferno brought that
I
up
think we
yesterday.
could make it literally.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
He's like, I'm
I mean-
100% a part of this.
But like,
I may
so,
not
like,
be talking, but I'm still here.
but that's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, I would hope Arnold will be a part of this because he's a
Yeah.
smart ass little shit. He knows what the fuck he needs to do. He
No,
knows
yeah,
how
Frodo
to
got a lot
work
of
his way
useless
around
facts,
systems
too.
and things like that. So I mean, it's cool, and we just talk about a bunch of bullshit sometimes. But I
But
mean,
even like that,
literally,
notice how our
here's the thing with-
conversation has transitioned into 100 different things.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Okay,
and
but
that's
let me ask you this.
And not
Anytime
one of them had to do with the dog.
What podcast?
I swear to God, I will leave right now.
So,
yo, it's called the Cod Squad Podcast, bud. That's what we're calling the Cod Squad Podcast.
We just
So
see
look at
Cod
it like-
Lobbies talking.
but look at it like this. So like, okay, so I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Goddamn, fuck ADHD.
All right, well, let me know whenever you
Bro,
figure it out.
fuck
But
you, huh?
that goes back to, okay, I don't know if y'all remember me saying it last night whenever I was talking to Kiss last night in the chat. We sit here and we talk about this wide spectrum of topics and conversations and stuff like that, where we may start off on a dog and we may end up talking about the prison system and the justice system and everything
What's
in
the
between.
dog and peanut butter?
Hey, look, the dog and the peanut butter did get brought up yesterday. Bro, last night, dude, Sherm, you would have had to been in here last night. Oh my God.
I was in here
No,
for a little bit, like at least 3 hours before that.
Yeah, bro, Cod
Squad.
Squad. I mean, that's the name of the group that we're in. It's literally called Cod Squad, the Cod Squad Podcast. Okay, so you're on. Let me invite you.
That's funny.
But
So how do
How do you want?
I get Streamlabs into my chat?
I remember what I
How
was
do you
gonna
get
say though.
Streamlabs into what? Oh, what did you?
Like
Wait. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
So
into my chat.
literally,
Oh, my fault.
Son.
what podcast do you know that only sits there and talks about like one thing the whole podcast, the whole hour, 2 hours, however long the podcast?
a lot
is,
of them,
right?
actually. A lot of
Talking
podcasts
about
do
what-
basically
you know,
stick
like-
to a basic
I don't know,
conversation.
them bitches that just be trying to tell like murder stories and shit.
Yeah,
But
there
that's
is a
different,
lot of
though.
podcasts that do just that do. They set a
Just
specific
focus on one story.
a specific
Look at
topic
Joe
for
Rogan,
that.
though.
Well,
Hold
no,
on.
I mean
Joe
those
Rogan,
do.
though. Impulsive. Two Bears, One Cave. Like I could keep
Hey,
naming
yo.
all these podcasts.
Why does
Yeah,
it sound
it's-
like a fucking?
Hey, that's that Bert
Yeah.
Chrysler, whatever dude.
It's
He does that
Bert.
podcast.
Yeah.
But
It's
no,
Bert and Tom Segura.
what
They're fucking hilarious.
with them, and yes, they do kind of touch on different things throughout their podcast, but they do still have like a baseline for what it is they're going to talk about in that specific episode
but
of the
like-
podcast, and then just different stories branch off from there.
Here's the thing:
They have
is we
normally it's like
talk about
a
we're not on
topic.
script, okay?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not
we're not on a script.
telling
We don't gotta
stories
go to the
based off
next
of.
yeah, we don't gotta go. We don't gotta go to the next conversation or the next topic, or we don't have our next topic set up.
So-
We just kind of go
So
for it.
that's ironically that's how that Two Bears One Cave with Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura. That's how they're set up. They don't have a script. They
Yeah.
literally just tell stories and talk bullshit the whole time, and they are literally the whole time dying, laughing because they can't breathe. Bert's
Yeah.
fat ass is over here falling out, drinking Jack in his coffee cup, and keep telling people it's coffee, and it's just
That's
like
what
straight Jack.
Well, yeah, well that's
Yeah.
just it though. They're a comedian style podcast. They're not a
But
I don't know how you would
do
explain
talk-
it.
But they do talk
They're not
like
us.
the politics style. Well, they do talk like politics. They do talk what's going on in this world, but they also talk more about like what's going on in their world because they're a public figure. They're in the eye of media.
Yeah,
And-
see, we're
and
not,
people
so
are
we
more
can
involved with
actually.
that.
Like what this whole conversation started off with was music, and we've done completely transitioned our way into the normalities of society all the way up into the justice
Prison.
system and the prison system and the things that go on inside of the walls where on the outside a
While
lot of
sharing
people may not
personal
know.
and other experiences.
Yeah. So like we don't see now if we would have started off saying, okay, so this
Have to be
podcast is going to be about
lonely.
music, we would start off, talking about what it is that we're talking about music, maybe the different type of genres that we like, and we'd go off based and branch off from there. Compared to like we just so happened to started talking about music and ended up where we're
Well,
at.
see, I wouldn't technically have like a topic unless it's like something that we all talked about or something that we're all into. So like, let's say if it's just me and Travis in a stream, or if it's just me and Travis in a party, I haven't been able to talk to either you Switch or you Furno or you Baker like I can to Travis about football or sports or the things that's going on in the sports world because that's not what ignites your thought process or makes
Yeah.
like it doesn't strike fun to you. But me and
For me,
Travis,
I like
that
listening
would be
to
a
it. I like
topic
hearing about
then.
it. I don't know. I'm not big. Like y'all are deep into it. I just know enough to like associate with the what's going on. As far as names of players and things like that, y'all are set on that. But for the most part,
Oh
I
yeah.
gotta enjoy it. Y'all are, but I do enjoy listening to it. I enjoy watching it. Obviously, I just don't. I just want to see some shit.
Yeah.
I just
No,
want to
I
hear
get
some
it.
shit. A homie that just collapsed on the field, man, that's tragic.
Lamar
Yeah,
Hamlin.
Mr.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Damar Hamlin,
So I don't know.
which
Honestly, I don't know his name, which, I very disrespectful for myself, but
Number 3 for the Buffalo Bills. He's a safety, Lamar
I'm
Hamlin.
very bad on names. Yeah, I'm very bad on names, honestly. If I'm being honest, I'm very bad on names, which I used to be really good. Like, I used to tell my grandma all the time, like, who the actor was
Because
in the
you
movie
smoke
and
weed,
stuff.
motherfucker.
No, I don't want to blame it,
he's
all
got
right?
he's
Shut
got
up.
that
I had that.
short term weed memory
Hey, because
loss.
I had that issue too, bro. Come on now, you can't bullshit the bullshit.
But
Right?
you got that. You shit. When y'all talk about football, it's different. Like I said, I'm good with actors and stuff like that. But when it comes to like football, when I'm good with like music artists, I would be country, rap, you know, and rock. I kind of in that whole field range, But when it
And if
comes to
y'all don't like,
football,
and if you don't like cars, all I gotta say is, if me and Travis start talking about cars, you might want to mute us or just
yeah,
leave.
no, that's never gonna be a thing, man. My ultimate goal one day was to actually own a automotive shop that works on vintage classic automobiles.
Well,
Like
Well,
look, tell
goddamn,
you
son,
what,
I win
Beaker.
this lottery.
When
Hey,
when
I
when
tell you
one of
what.
y'all start that shop, y'all let me know because I'll be moving to Texas because I'm gonna come work for y'all.
Hey, you matter of fact,
What is this?
look, hold up, I got y'all.
You might as well
Look,
just start
Switch
a
said
shop.
he
This
is
guy's
too.
fuck.
Hey, but
Just start a shop.
I don't
Okay,
like
just start a
Texas.
shop.
Oh,
I
Switch said he
got
doesn't
you, I
like
got you.
Texas.
Look, I got
No, we
you.
don't have to be in
Okay,
Texas.
So look,
We'll
here's the
go.
thing. I have this Mega Million lottery ticket right in front of me, right? Cash option $583 million, okay? If I win this, I will have a body shop here in Texas, and it will be wherever. If you want it, down there in San Antonio, Baker, I'll put one down there in San Antonio.
That's
Travis can
what I'm
come on
saying.
over here, and Switch will be taken care of. My motherfucking dispensary up there in goddamn Oklahoma, so he got something to do and he get to smoke the free. You know what I'm saying? Hook the boy up. And then your boy's gonna be over
Those are
here
my
just
two
eating
things:
his
own a
meat and
dispensary and own an
drinking some
auto shop.
ski. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna cap. I would try to buy a fucking baseball team.
And
This shit. Just start one.
we could always take Furno
Nah.
under our wing at the automotive shop. I teach him everything
Well,
it is that I
Yeah,
know.
he'll learn
yeah.
So
some shit.
Well, see, my thing is though,
Get him to
like,
replace those Canuter valves.
yeah.
y'all gotta be taking care of. They gotta change the blinker fluid, then.
Hey, well, we'll put Furno in charge of changing out the blinker fluid.
There you go.
Yeah,
No, I'm
that's
gonna
what
get
we'll
one
do.
of these the little beat setter guns. I'm gonna watch him use one of them bitches. You're gonna be
The first time that motherfucker comes flying out your hand, Furno, you can't use it no more.
I'm gonna tell you. Nah, I'm gonna tell him he gotta clean that bitch out. Make him
I
lay
want to
down
see him
into a
set a
bucket of
tire without
water.
smacking his shit.
Bro, I can't even set a tire without smacking my shit sometimes.
I can't set a tire without catching shit on fire.
Yeah, but that's
Alright?
just because you're an arsonist. There's a difference.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like, I could just, get the seal right. boom, and it's set right. Sometimes it's just boom, oh shit, son of a bitch, oh god, I'm on fire. But you know, it's how it goes.
Yeah, no,
It's like,
those are my
it's like
two
you
things: a
tell me,
dispensary and an auto shop that keeps.
if you could
It's gonna
tell
have a
me,
no Tesla sign out front.
fuck
No
no, I'm working
electric
on my
cars,
Tesla.
period.
I'm
Yeah,
not
it's gonna
working
have.
on Mazdas. Anything with a stock turbo, we're not working on, my boy. You can keep those. We're gonna work
You got
on
it's pro chargers,
drag cars.
superchargers.
Yes, turbos, nitrous, pro chargers, superchargers. You just want a simple cam, all right. You want a
Well,
two-step,
you want
all
a
right. We get
performance
that
shop.
in.
There's a difference. We talk about mechanic shops, not performance shops. Hold up here.
No.
We
We
gonna
gonna
have a
offer
big ass
that, but
building.
we
We
gonna
gonna have
offer
a big
those
ass
services.
building.
But
One
if
side's
somebody
gonna be
wants to
like
bring in
oil
their own car
changes,
and
like
and wants it,
yeah.
if some person
And,
wants to bring in their own car, and just wants it for a daily drive, then that's different. But
motherfucker,
if
I'm
you're
gonna
coming
buy
in
San
here,
Antonio. Fuck it, that's gonna be my Alamo. God damn it,
He said he's gonna buy the whole Alamo. We're just
my
gonna work
fucking
out of the Alamo.
You telling me that's gonna
it's
be
not
my
enough.
office,
Look, man, I've been to
You'd
the
have to go
Alamo.
to war with San Antonio.
That shit, I love
bro?
the
The
Alamo.
lottery right now is to $1 billion, my boy. Tell me it's not enough
It's
to buy
still not
San
enough.
Antonio.
It's
It
not.
is
Still not
enough to
enough.
buy San Antonio. It is because y'all know San
It's not.
Antonio is like way down there on one of the
Who
lowest, like cheapest towns in Texas.
I mean, they wouldn't
It's
let you
really,
buy a town anyways, but because who was it? It was an
Yeah.
actor or somebody who went to buy a town
Hey,
and like completely fucked up their whole economy.
yeah, but I'm not them, motherfucker. I'm a
Kate
moneymaker.
something.
I'm a hustler.
Yeah, Switch knows what I'm talking about. Oh, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
but
I
I'm a
just heard
hustler.
about
Just
that
looked her
shit
up the
like
other
2
day.
days ago. Because
I'm a
now there's
hustler,
somebody else who's
baby.
trying to do the same thing. There's another actor that's trying to do it, and they touched on how
What did John Travolta?
I don't know. I don't think it's John
The new
Travolta
one?
that's trying to do it.
But he bought like I thought he bought like a third world country or some shit like that. Like
No,
he bought that.
there's
There's an
somebody who's
actor
trying
that's
to
like an
buy a
actual third
town,
world
but I
country.
don't remember who. I don't think it's no. It's not Ben Affleck. Um,
The duck?
Kate
yeah, the
Barringer
Duck, man.
Damn, that duck's
was the
rich
original
in a
girl.
motherfucker, son.
Hey, bro, Ben Affleck
God.
is rich as shit.
I know.
Damn,
He
I don't
was in
remember who
Good
it
Will
is.
Hunting.
Oh,
That's actually one of my favorite movies. That's a good movie right there.
well, he
One
made
of
all
the
his
All I
money
know
off of the
is
damn Batman movie.
Fuck that Batman.
buying.
He's the worst Batman in my opinion.
No, he's not. Fucking what's his name from Twilight is.
You could buy like
Well, I haven't
20
seen that,
homes,
so I can't tell
20
you.
or 25 homes in San Antonio. Okay, that's about what you'll get for $1 billion.
I could get more than that.
No.
You just gotta know your peoples, my boy. I got cartel plugs. I get this whole bitch
Hey, whoa,
running
whoa,
right.
whoa,
So I
whoa!
own Texas.
I don't need to know about your
They don't.
plugs,
They don't.
homeboy.
To my
They don't know shit.
cousin.
I don't need to know about
Yeah,
your plugs.
They're my
they ain't gonna-
Don't be pulling me into this shit. I like my
Yeah,
fingers.
no, that's the problem. Yeah, that's why. That's why like my mom's boyfriend don't be like trying no shit. Is he knows like my mom's family's like the affiliation between them and whatnot.
Look, I ain't
Bro had
affiliated
to
with the
become
cartel, but I'm
bro.
affiliated with some other
Matter of
people that
fact,
ain't so nice.
Bro's a woodpecker, bro. He had to become affiliated with woodpeckers when he was locked up.
Matter of fact, let me go ahead and tell you this. Let's go ahead. I want y'all to even if you don't pray or whatever, say a prayer for my family because February 1st, my cousin is actually on death row, and February 1st is his day that he's gonna be executed. Just say a little prayer for the little family.
11 days before my birthday.
That's just, bro. He's been locked up since I was 8 years old, on death row,
I got a family member like
and
that.
he's fought death row that long. He had the point where he could have pulled a Boosie, my boy, and got off death row and been out. But you know them ties, Baker. He ain't.
Yeah.
You finna do it. You finna do the damn thing, and you're gonna do it
Yep.
to your best of your abilities, and you're gonna keep your fucking mouth shut.
Yep.
R.I.P. my man. But play stupid
That's
games,
why
get stupid
I have.
rewards.
Well,
I'm glad I learned.
if that's the life that you chose, and you got to deal with the consequences that come with it.
But that's why I
Yeah,
said I'm glad I learned quick.
Yeah, it's the same thing with me. I have bro. like I had my sister's boyfriend at the time told me like he was like, bro, I just want to change. I want to get a job and I want to write and take care of your sister. He's like, I want you to show me, and help me do better, and like help me get a job and get my license and stuff. And so he's like, I want to be able to take care of your sister. He told me that night. The very next day, this guy had been, my sister and her boyfriend were at the store, and because her boyfriend was on crutches at the time, he had just got shot. Um, the guy was like mocking him and telling my sister like, why you with this bum, whatever, I could do more for you, you should be with me. So he, after the store, he followed them and he shot him. And the cops were 2 blocks away or were close by because they got pulled over 2 blocks. And he went out in a shootout.
No shit, I know how that don't go.
So
I've
like
been there.
he
I've
he
been
he
in that
went out
car
because
with
he knew
you.
his charges. Like he had been already on the hunt for 2 other priors of homicide.
We've had the same thing happen down here, man. People just, hey, if they know, they know. That's the thing. They say they're gonna go out on their own terms, but
Man, y'all got gators to clean up the mess,
yeah, bro,
Homie.
you just throw them bitches in the swamp. Some will eat them.
That's all I'm saying.
If I'm being real, all right. So y'all probably won't know this. Baker might. Sure, Baker will because he's from Texas. But so like when they shot and killed Mo3, a rapper in
Oh,
Dallas, Texas,
I don't know how
I
to
was
win shit.
I was working at the Dallas Zoo, okay, and they shot
Yeah, I
him
remember that.
at Beckley and Marsalis.
That's right
Okay,
outside.
that's in front of the Dallas Zoo, my boy. And I was standing
Yeah,
in the
okay.
parking lot on the other side of the wall from the highway, and all I hear is ah, da, 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 ah, and then it stops. And then you hear a car skirt, and
Yep.
then you hear it stop, and you hear them start unleashing bullets again. They riddled man on the highways in front of me, and I didn't know who. I just thought, damn, I'm
You
in
didn't
Oak
even
Cliff.
know.
I'm in the hood, my boy. I literally have standing in the parking lot at the zoo doing my job, have had guns pulled on me and told me I'm a worthless piece of shit. Like, man, you're coming to the zoo to see some animals. Why are you acting like an animal? You should be in there. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
Let me
Like,
take that gun and throw you in there real quick.
Well,
it's crazy. Like, so I know how it is. And then I've been in cars where my homeboy Casey, we're in Corpus Christi. We're 14, 15 years old. We stole Casey's grandma's car. Me, Casey, Dallas, and what's his name? Gerard, Casey's brother. So we stole the car and we go down to Corpus, right? Well, we had been beefing with these motherfuckers and they followed us from Dallas all the way to Corpus. And they caught us one night on the strip there in Corpus and they lit the car up. There was like 200 some odd bullets. I didn't get touched. Gerard didn't get touched. Dallas didn't get touched. Casey ate all 200 plus bullets. Because all 200 plus bullets went on the front passenger side of the car, where Casey was. Because Casey had the thing about shooting motherfuckers' houses up. He loved doing it. And he would just stand there and not get in the car. I'm talking about he would just stand there and just
Walk down on the
ah.
house.
Yeah. I'm talking about like that motherfucker would skits like crazy. He didn't smoke, he didn't drink, he didn't do none of that. No nicotine, no none of that, bro.
No
He was like
pills.
straight edge, nothing, bro. Straight
yeah,
edge. He was just fucking nuts. That kid was just death wish fucking nuts, yo. It's crazy. Like, that's the power of free will, and that shit's scary. Think about it.
Y'all hear about the 6-year-old down in Virginia who shot his teacher?
Yeah. At school,
Yeah.
I had busted that motherfucker. Bow. With a pistol. How the fuck your kid get to a pistol, cuz?
you'd
Bro,
be
what is a
surprised. There's a
6-year-old
lot of
thinking like, let me just carry this shit right through the day, and first not my
That's
seat.
just,
Like that, what kind of
well,
restraint you gotta have as a kid
I
at six
I was
years
gonna
old
say
to
something,
not
but we
flash
can't
that
get
bitch?
canceled. Yeah, but like He probably he probably done raised his hand, had that teacher walked over there, and that motherfucker whipped that bitch off from underneath the desk talking about, Ma.
See, but what,
Yeah, but
Come on
like
now.
what you're
taking it
saying,
that
Beaker?
far.
You can't put
Yeah,
it past these kids nowadays, though, bro, because these kids are smart as fuck.
Well,
There's
that's what I
kids
was
that know
fixing
it's
to
them
some
on
say.
damn
their
tablets,
phone.
bro. It's some
Yeah.
damn tablets, bro.
That's what I was fixing
It's
to
some
say.
damn phones. It's
With
some damn
people nowadays, and it's like Beacon said, the tablets, the cell phones, the TV, the music, the growing up with the way that a lot of these people's parents act and stuff like
Anything,
that.
technically. Anything with a technological sense.
Yeah,
Anything, literally.
it is so easy for a child to be exposed and learn from, like I said, whether it be the tablet, the TV, the phones, the music, the people, and it's so widely
Motherfucker,
talked
we're playing
about.
Call of Duty.
Well, that's what I'm
You
saying,
kill
and
people in this game.
it's so widely talked about that, I mean, it's not that abnormal for a child to know about that or to know how to do it or anything like that because they're exposed to it so much. It's insane.
See, and that's a normality, though. That goes back to our society talk earlier. That's normality, bro. That's society. So it's conformed to. And that's all you ever do is conform. That's like going back to the prison. You're supposed to be reformed when you go to prison, but you conform to how things are in prison.
Yeah, you
have
pick
to
up these
adapt.
new ideologies whenever you are introduced into a
It's
situation like that.
there's legit. I want you to know, like, if you go to prison in Texas, there's a legit whole list of actual rules.
Speaker, what are you whispering over there?
I'm just jamming, bro. This song just always gets me in my fucking. Oh man, I'm just fucking.
Bro, all I hear is Beaker over there going,
I thought he was trying to whisper sweet nothings.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm thinking this motherfucker's trying to sweet talk me or something, trying to get me undressed or whatever. Motherfucker.
I thought this motherfucker had some Harry Potter Slytherin ass tongues going on or something.
Hey, my fucking nipples was over here getting hard. Well, I'm glad it had to do with music and not the fact that you was trying to sweet talk me.
Oh, shit, I done took my shirt off.
This song always gets me. And I was smoking. I'm sorry. I was just vibing.
Because I heard and I seen his name pop up on the right on the screen, and I was like, "The fuck is this dude doing?"
I low-key thought maybe somebody had came knocked on homeboy's door, and he was just talking to him and didn't mute himself. And I was just like, "Oh, all right." And then I kept hearing it, and I was like, I'm not gonna be the one to say nothing because they don't think I'm tripping.
Oh, fuck no, I'm the one that. Hey, bro, I'm the motherfucker that says something.
As soon as I thought it, Travis goes, Baker, what are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing, bro?
Like, thank God it wasn't me, bro.
This is.
Like, fuck, thank God it wasn't me, my boy. That shit, that shit was nuts. That was crazy, my boy. Baker,
Switch.
You got this tweaking over here.
You got any input to put in any of the stuff that we talking about?
I have short-term memory loss. I forgot everything we talked about.
Wow. Well, we was talking about the way that society has,
See, he smokes weed too, though. Hold on, time out. He smokes weed too, though.
Not for like almost a year.
So
now.
it's not us three, though. I don't care. You still did it. You lost brain cells, son.
Yeah.
So like us. And might I add, for the stream, I'm finally not the oldest one in this bitch. Oh, thank God. That's a plus.
Ferno's still the youngest
Switch
one in
is
here.
what, like 40?
Go!
No.
I have a question.
Okay.
I might have
when you're like setting up Streamlabs and it asks your tipping activation, do you put in your PayPal email?
Yes, but I couldn't tell you exactly how to do that because I don't have a tip line set up for mine.
It's your OnlyFans, not your PayPal. OnlyFans, bro.
Oh, I'm just saying, if anybody wants to subscribe to my OnlyFans, it's $1.99, $1 an inch.
I will say that I did lie to you the other day when I told you it was Kate Behringer that bought the town. It was actually Kim Basinger. She spent $20 million on it, and it was in Atlanta, no, Georgia, north of Atlanta.
Yeah, see, I bought this
I'm
like little town, and then it just completely tanked their fucking economy.
Colorado. I would buy town in Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
Put
it
like
was, it
two
was
dispensaries in the town,
racist,
one on each side, making it reasonable.
and there was only 500 residents at the time.
Yeah, she didn't buy a
Is it
town;
like
she bought a
pop-up
village.
shops?
Yeah,
They're like
right.
pop-up shops, you know, for like weed. Like we'll constantly have like a festival. Oh, bro, I got this, my guy. I got this. I know how to do it. I need to win the lottery. Come on, baby. Lucky number 3. Come on, baby.
Shit, I need to win the damn lottery. What the fuck you talking about?
No,
But
I think we all need to win
I
it.
got you, Travis. Nah, I got you.
well, you can win it one week, and then I'll win it the next week.
No, you gotta wait a couple months because you want it to go up.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though. I mean, with the amount of money that even whenever it resets, I will never see that amount of money in my life. I'd be perfectly happy with that. Plus, then I'm gonna come work for your mechanic shop.
To go up though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But then
you're gonna need it more.
Hey,
you're so young, bro. Inquidity is gonna be the top key thing. It's gonna be higher because we're younger. Now, if you went in and you're like 40 plus, and your inquidity is gonna be really low, and you're not like you're gonna get more taxes taken. You know what I'm saying?
they take 30%.
Yeah, but they'll take more over a certain age, or they'll take less under.
If you're new to our system, don't worry.
Hey, Ferno, your shit's kind of loud, bud.
What the fuck,
Bro, you're supposed to mute. You're supposed to skip the ads while you watch the porn, my boy.
Yeah, we don't watch the. Ferno gets off to the ads. That's what it is. Especially if there's a dog in it.
You won't last 30 seconds with this.
Yes. Yeah, or you can play this game without busting. Yeah,
Bro, y'all just made Monster come out of my nose, bro.
I bet you that shit burns, son.
Oh my god, boy, does it fucking burn.
I did that shit with Fanta earlier, bro. I thought my nose was on fire, boy.
Hoo-wee.
That shit is nuts. I can only imagine Monster. Bro, it's crazy, though. $2, Megaplier, boy. Let's go.
Bro, okay,
Mega
so
ball, lucky number 3.
so we're gonna I'm gonna touch on this one a little bit. So did y'all hear what Louisiana did?
All you want, baby boy.
So did y'all? Well, no.
Did
Y'all hear what Louisiana did?
No.
Okay, so Louisiana passed a law that any mainstream porn website, you now have to do an age verification via email in order to access the website.
And that's gonna help how?
I don't know.
Do that here.
I don't know how that's gonna help. Well, no, it's only in Louisiana, and I didn't believe it. So I went to the hub.
Oh, of course.
Right?
I went to the hub because Butcher told me about
Yeah,
it.
that's why you went to the hub.
So I went to the hub.
TNA Flicks probably you don't have to do it because it's underground, but it's got every single thing.
Well, hold up. I mean, this is where it kind of gets stupid to me. So I went to the hub, and of course, yes, you do have to do an age verification. I'd read an article a couple days afterwards. So I got an article on my phone through my Newsbreak app. What it is when you go to verify your email, it sends you over to a government website to which you verify your email, so you verify your age. And every time you go to access this website, you have to redo the process over and over again. Okay? Because they say that the porn website can't hold on to your information and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, bro. Somebody was joking about it, talking about, oh, yeah, we're going to get... What did they do that at the end of the year? They're going to be like how you get the rap at the end of the year for Spotify. Yeah, how you get the rap at the end of the year for Spotify. They're going to start doing that for Pornhub. So I'm going to get a fucking packet at the end of the year.
10 times a day, my boy. They going to give me a million plaques. They going to give me
you're going to get a whole fucking diamond plaque.
But, okay, so the funny part about it is, okay, so I don't know I'm sure y'all have because, I don't know how this isn't considered a mainstream website, but have y'all heard of xnxx.com?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you do not need to verify your email in order to access that website.
No, because it's underground.
It's not mainstream.
Not
Exactly.
mainstream, yeah.
So my question is,
Not like going to Brazzers or Reality
well,
Kings
no.
or Naughty America.
Well, those you gotta
Las
pay for
Vegas.
anyway. So we stay away from those. Porn's free. We don't pay for that shit.
Right?
So
Yeah, unless you go on wait, y'all get the Christmas one?
no,
Brazzers is the thing where like, yeah,
I'm not even doing that shit.
Christmas for free.
I'm not even doing that shit because then I'd forget to cancel the motherfucker and then they're gonna charge me $50.
But listen, I didn't even have to put my card info in, bro.
Oh well, I'm
I just did it and I was like, damn, these are good videos. Fuck.
almost makes you want to pay for it now.
I was like, damn, well, maybe
Sorry,
I
get
should
you.
pay for some more Bella Danger. Damn it, son. Like,
But
God,
no. So riddle me this, okay?
Oh shit! Why did that not come up in dream?
Oh hell, shit, my shit always comes up.
in your
That's on
dream,
erectile dysfunction.
Toxic.
What's not
Toxic's
coming
in
up?
my chat and it never pulled up on my stream.
I don't know.
Oh, now we gotta go G.
So
PG.
No, it's-
I ain't going PG. What the fuck?
PG
So-
nuts.
Riddle me this: how is it,
Hey, what's up?
or how is it gonna help? Which I mean, Switch had already asked the question. How is it gonna help? First
What do
off,
you do, Switch,
to have to
Switch?
verify your email
Switch,
and to verify your
what is
age in
that,
order
Switch?
to reach a
Switch.
mainstream website, but you don't have to in order to reach. And now that is a well-known
Yeah.
website. I mean, it by far is a well-known website. I mean, I said it, and y'all knew exactly what the hell I was talking
your
about.
octopus doesn't have. It's an octo wiener.
Yeah, I know it. Of course, I know what it is, Travis. Like,
Octaween.
okay, so there's only two kinds of men. There's men that jack off and tell the truth, and then there's men that jack off and lie about it. And the truth is, which one are you? Because I'm the first one. I'm going to tell you, I beat my schmeat to that bitch red.
I do all the time.
That bitch, that
But-
bitch be like ground beef, my boy. I beat that bitch so well.
You beat that motherfucker till it's raw.
I'm telling you, like,
But back to what I was saying. So can y'all please explain to me how does that make any sense? First off, the passing the law from the
Just
get-go
government
that you
trying to
gotta.
track ya.
That well, I mean probably. Yeah, because first off, having to verify your email in order to access these websites, which they're saying they're trying to do in order to cut back on it underage children being exposed to it. Now, coming from somebody who started watching porn when he was underage.
About?
Ferno, if you don't start keeping up with the
You'll learn about it when
conversation,
you get older.
you're gonna have to get kicked, my boy. I'm gonna have to fucking Island Boys you.
but no,
You're gonna have to go, my boy.
they're saying that it's
Go
supposed
on.
to cut back on underage people being able to access these websites and being exposed
Yeah,
to this.
okay, hold on.
But-
But we have an underage. Let's talk about him. Let's get his input on it. Like, why do you think why do you think that's why do you think they do that? Why do you think that you have to verify your email? Let's get, like, your honest opinion, Farno. Not no weird shit, no funny shit. We're just being honest here. Like men.
Well, you gotta understand that, like, if kids, let's say a 13-year-old is exposed to porn, he's gonna look up the baddest bitch, the biggest ass, the biggest boobs. But when the chance he actually gets a girlfriend, he's not gonna want an average woman. He's gonna want a,
Yeah,
like
but, okay, so but what's the difference? There's no
In
difference.
that and
'cause
social media.
It was that way. It was
Like
that way
Instagram.
as a child, though.
Yeah,
For me, Switch, Travis, and Baker, when we were younger, that was still the same thing. When you go to porn, bitch always got fat tits, big old ass, fat pussy. You know what I'm saying? Tiny ass waist. Like it's a Barbie image, right? Like a Barbie image.
Mhm.
The only
no
difference
difference.
is we had to sneak our dad's mags.
Been there.
Because
Well, not my dad's
dad-
mags because he didn't have any,
I
but
don't know about you, but I
My
had
dad's like, yeah, bro.
a.
These are some
I don't know
vintage
about
ones.
you, but I had a Razor phone and a Sidekick, so I just
Yes, sir. I
looked
had
up.
a sidekick. Shout out Nokia.
Shout out
I
Nokia.
only got that when I turned 16.
But-
So I was good with the Sidekick when that bitch came out, man.
But I mean,
Nah,
it's
bro.
boss.
When I got my BlackBerry, it was on, son.
my
I
thing
was
is.
golden with the Blackberry.
Oh, yeah.
With the little ball. Man.
Yeah, I was scrolling and beating the Schmeat at the same. Boy, I thought I was fantastic. Playing that.
He said
Beat my
he would
Mr.
go to
Brick
school and be
Breaker.
like, "Watch this." He'd scroll and beat, scroll and beat, scroll and beat, right in the middle of class.
I'm telling you, bro, Brick Breaker, this shit got my dick hard, bro.
But
Man, I miss Brick Breaker.
Crazy.
but with the explicit movies, explicit TV shows, the shit that you're able to post on Twitter or Reddit or Instagram now, and all of this stuff, and
TikTok.
you're able to, yeah, TikTok, because I mean they do have it on TikTok as well, even though they say that it's not supposed to be. So
Right.
with all of these other platforms
But they
that you
banned
can
my
find,
videos.
you can find the exact same things. I mean, literally the exact same things on each one of these platforms. But in order to access a mainstream website like the Hub, you have to verify your email to be able to verify your age.
Yeah.
Which is dumb because you can go make a fake email.
That's
2
exactly
seconds.
what I was fixing to say. When at the same time you can just turn around and just say that you're a different age on an email address.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Travis.
But
Did
they
you
would
ever
still
watch
track back to you.
But according to my
Okay,
email
so
address, I'm 40 years old.
Well, hold on.
But they're still tracking your IP.
He's had his
Let's
fake email for the longest time. he started his email when he was like
look at it
12.
this. So, did y'all ever watch any like those webcams, like the girls in webcams or whatever?
Mhm.
Okay. Do you
Yeah.
not have to, like, if you were to get like coins or whatever the case was, or whatever it was to get the free whatever, would you not put a fake ass email when you were younger?
Shit, I've used fake
That was
emails for
the
everything.
smart way to do it. Yeah.
I've used fake emails for a lot of shit. But I will be right
I've been
back.
doing it, my boy.
Butch texted me. He needs my help with something. I will be back in just a second. So
Tell him
y'all
he
just
can't do it
keep the
himself.
conversation going.
Tell him how's he gonna be me and can't do it himself. I love the kid, but fuck. Travis is
All right.
Mr. Handyman
I'm gonna
over
go
there.
take a piss.
All right, now everybody just leaving the podcast. That's great.
Ready?
I've been holding this, but I was making a snap, so.
Inferno mutes himself, so
Goddamn, Ferno.
he's over there probably watching the Hub, my boy.
Ready?
What are
Till
we
that
talking
ad
about?
came out and exposed him.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to expose it to the world like that, Inferno. But it's great.
Why
Good
is Stream
exposure.
Elements so hard, dude?
What is
I
wrong with
don't
stream
know.
elements?
I don't know, it's just not working. And,
What are you trying to get to work?
everything.
Hey, that's. I mean, you asked him a vague question, so he
Yeah.
gave the answer. I mean, can't be mad at the kid. He may be stupid.
What are you
but he's
stuck
got
on?
some kind of way.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, how far did you get?
Well, so
How
I
about
have
you this?
my alerts.
Share a stream to Discord.
There you go.
I would-
That'll work.
okay.
PC, and then we can go and Switch can actually help you that way better. That's how Travis was helping Baker the other night. Baker was streaming on Discord, and Travis was able to go into Discord and actually look and tell him where to go.
Yeah. Alright. Discord.
I don't know what Streamlabs looks like, so I'm gonna go hop into Discord and look at it myself, because I only used OBS. But that was
Same
back
here.
before they had Streamlabs.
I use Streamlabs OBS a little bit, but I like regular OBS.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see your Discord screen.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on the screen. Look at all those K-pop.
K-pop.
Yeah, you just have some K-pop dudes on your screen.
So you see everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking at my name right now.
Okay.